I started playing t-ball when I was about 4 years old, and then I played softball at a little league when I was 8 years old. I played there for a few years, then I started club ball at like 12 and under, and then from there I just kept playing competitive travel softball on the weekends, and then I ended up getting a scholarship to the University of Florida. I was playing there for 2 years, and then I transferred to Arizona State. When I was done with my career in college, I was drafted by the Chicago Bandits and played a year there. I also played for the Junior USA team and won a championship in South Africa. So I've had some cool experiences with softball. One thing that I can remember specifically was in 2011, Florida softball and Florida baseball both went to the College World Series. And when we went first, because ours is ahead of theirs, we got like a Nike, I think we got like a Nike backpack. We got some swag stuff. And then with the boys went 2 weeks later, and their gear that they got from Nike was insane. They got probably 5 times as much stuff as what we got. All of their stuff was custom to Florida, when ours was just like kind of generic like Nike t-shirts, but they had like the coolest stuff, and we were very upset, obviously. We also got participant trophies that year, and we took second, and the boys took second as well, and they got finalist trophies. It's just like little things, but the Nike gear package was like, that was like huge. I remember us being so upset that the boys, we were in the same position that they were, and they got literally 5 times as much stuff and cooler stuff than we did. I would say in both conferences, they are geared towards more of the male sports, especially in the SEC, where football is like huge, and even in the Pac-12, it's more baseball and basketball are kind of like the focus sports there. SEC, you could probably say football, baseball, and basketball are kind of like their go-to sports. I think it's about time that it happened. I think there's a lot of athletes who don't have the opportunity to go pro, and if they can have an income to help start their career or provide them more income while they're playing. Everyone thinks that student athletes are like have this great life and are rich, and it's not. Like, definitely living their paycheck to paycheck and having to ask their parents for money. So I think it's a great opportunity for student athletes. I think it would take some stress off a lot of us, because you try not to think about financial stuff while you're at school and having to play, but it would have taken a big burden off us of having to be stressed about finances if we'd have enough money to eat. And not just me, but I know my other friends who played football who were given the same amount of money as I was. They ran out of their money way faster than we did, because they obviously eat way more than we do. So I think it would just help athletes basically focus on school and their sports more. I think it's something that's going to get tricky. I think you're going to have kids who are you're going to have the superstar who makes a lot of money, and maybe the kid who doesn't make as much money. Like, I don't know how they're going to balance that out. Like, if you think about Tim Tebow and Johnny Manziel, their jerseys selling and things like that, like, are they going to get money from that versus maybe it's not available to everyone? I think it might just get tricky. Anytime money is involved, I think it's a good thing, but it also is going to bring a lot of consequences from that as well.